Excited to do something different for the podcast episode this week, and that is to bring in my very first guest, Emily Gilcrease, who we are kind of doing an afterglow from the circle, the Believe in Yourself circle that she just um, helped facilitate. So, Emily, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. So much for supporting the women who show up for themselves every day, but then monthly within this group. And I would love for you to share a bit about your experience, both what you brought, what your focus was for the circle, and then what your experience has been as being part of it.
Absolutely. And thank you for this opportunity to lead with you and experience such a wonderful container that you have created. And then also, first guest on the podcast. Okay. Love that. So, my experience as being able to guide with you in this group was I feel like from start to finish, it was just in sync. We just had a conversation about, oh, maybe we will do this together one day. I had gone to your support, well, you call it Believe in Yourself Circle. Yes, I had gone to the Believe in Yourself Circle last year. Just like as a supportive friend, I wanted to experience what you've created. And I was moved by even just being there and being in the presence and the powerful meditation and reflection that you brought in. And so I felt like I had a taste for it. And when you and I talked about doing together in February, and you mentioned, well, Valentine's Day, maybe something around the heart. And I just kind of like came to me, oh, let's do heart healing. And the whole experience for me, just like from my own personal lens, felt very, I don't want to say manifested, but divinely planted from our conversation to the topic to me just, I was in the bath one day, kind of like doing my own little meditation, like, I wonder what I'm going to talk about whenever I do that. And then dropped in this whole heart healing meditation. I don't know where it came from. It came from above, it came in through me, and I started typing away, not knowing that that whole meditation would be not only for your community, but for me, for the healing that I need to receive on this day. So I don't take the experience lightly, to be able to hold the space for others, but also to be able to receive the healing that I needed, that I didn't know I needed when it was all created. The energy, the way the women show up and participate and are allowing themselves to be seen and to be witnessed and to, you know, like advocate for themselves and advocate for their healing and say, like, this is what I'm going to do and this is what I want. That's powerful. And when you're in a community like that, you feel the support, you feel the safety and the spaciousness to be able to truly be yourself. You can't put a price on that. So thank you again.
Oh, thank you. And having experience, we were just talking before we started recording how I was in a place of receiving as well. And that's what community is about, right? When we can give and be in service, but we can also be open to receive and know that we're worthy of receiving. And each woman who shows up in the circle month after month, what we know is that they love the community, they love the connection, but they also love what they're receiving in terms of their own grounding, in their own investment in themselves. And so I I believe they would say this was magical, right? This experience with you was magical. And in the comments there was like this was exactly what I needed today. And how incredible is it that number of people in the same space all can say, this is exactly what I needed today. And that is the power of connection and collaboration and trusting that
Mhm.
we are on this journey. And you said just believing, I don't know the exact words, but the essence was believing that what's going on in your life is really supposed to happen. Would you talk a little bit about that? Because I do believe that's that surrender that one of the participants talked about and reflected with of trusting.
Yeah.
Really important message.
Yeah. And really, what I noticed came through in so many shares is where when we can be more willing and more open and more able to surrender to what is happening rather than being in resistance of it or being in question of it. When we're in resistance, we're pushing away. When we're in question, we're in our mind. And when we are trusting and we are allowing, we're creating a space for healing to happen. You know, healing can't just happen if we're gripping onto things and we're in our minds. It's not bypassing, but it's not pitching a tent in our uncomfortable feelings either. It's, embracing them and knowing that having an open heart and having the courage to show up for yourself, it's not always going to feel great. But when you know that it's happening for you for a greater purpose than what you can fathom, it allows you to surrender to it. Because you know the sooner that you surrender to it, the sooner you're going to be able to let go, be able to come back to self, come back to center. And then once you're on the other side, you're more expanded. You have more space, you have more capacity. And I think that's what healing is all about.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. And you may or may not have a response to this, but I'd like to end on what is something that surprised you today?
What surprised me was the energy the amplified energy that I felt. Like I could feel it's one thing to feel ourselves become more open, but to be in community and feel this openness and this spaciousness across, like I felt I was open. I could look and see, oh my gosh, look at her wrapping herself in a blanket, loving herself. Oh my gosh, look at her. She is like, look at her take away how powerful to be able to experience it all together. That's what was unexpected for me because I this was my first opportunity to be a part of that, especially to facilitate with someone else. So that was just unexpected. And I will use the word that one of the participants used because I love it too, delicious. It was like I didn't want to leave. I just wanted to drink this energy and bathe in it. And before having a personal struggle, having something that myself I'm going through that needs healing, it felt like medicine.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, the word delicious. It's so rich with depth. And if anyone listening, that something here that or I have shared resonates with you, that you are seeking um, and craving and needing a greater connection with yourself, with your heart, and to be witnessed and supported and have your healing amplified within a community, I invite you to check out the circle. Um, you are welcome here. So, with that, Emily, thank you so much for saying yes. Thank you to all the divine, everything that brought us together at this moment in trust. And I'm looking forward to the next time we get to welcome you into to lead and guide and support. So thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you. And thank you for all that you do.
Yeah, it's fun, right? It's fun.
It is.
All right. Well, all my best to you and all my best to everyone listening. Take care.
Same to you, Jill. Thank you so much.